Hello my beautiful people, welcome to your Summer Solstice energy update with me, Raphael from Radiant Reality. It's an absolute pleasure to have you. Thank you so much for being here. Thank you so much for joining me. If you haven't already, please don't forget to like, share, and if you should so choose and it resonates, hit that subscribe button. If you are already a continued subby, you know I love you for it. So let's have a look what the summer has in store for you. Earth signs, this is all about you. Before we start, as always, I would like to bless all of my decks of cards with all forms of love, light, peace, prosperity and abundance, and I pray that the messages that come through are ultimately clear and concise and they help you on your path to your highest vibrational good. So Capricorn, you are the cardinal earth sign, so we are going to start with you. What is it that you need to release in order for summer to be your best yet? What is it that you need to welcome? What is it that you are welcoming in, and what is it that you are needing to release to make this summer your best yet? So what you're welcoming in over the course of this summer is the Ten of Pentacles. Look at that, right? So the money, the finance, the abundance, the stability and the security that you crave. These are the things that can make their way into your life over the course of the summer. Now, think about it, right? We've had this whole cycle of the eclipses that bounced around between Capricorn and Cancer. We are heading towards the final one of those, or the final set of those as we get into it, right? And I actually feel like you're going to get a big activation of this energy. I feel like for a lot of you Capricorns, there's going to be this big energy, not only of completions, it's a 10, right? Culminations, completions, endings. But what's the biggest thing about the 10s in tarot? They represent some sort of attainment. This is where you can put your physical hands on something and it's tangible, and it is the 10 of Pentacles. So this is the 10 of earth, the 10 of tangible things, the 10 of the material world, of the material kingdom. So this is fantastic. It also looks like you're about to have some sort of good news when it comes to the family unit, maybe the wider family. It does look like you are connecting with people throughout the summer. So that's also what tells me that the kind of, the lockdown energy is definitely dissipating over the summer, which is absolutely fantastic. So what is it that you need to release? All right, so you've got the Nine of Pentacles as what you need to release. Now, look at this. First of all, what do we notice? There's a sequence of numbers here. And whenever you get a sequence of numbers like 9, 10, or 7, 8 or whatever, it's almost like the universe is smoothing a path for you. This is where things tend to speed up, and it's where you tend to see physical, tangible manifestations of things, which is really exciting. Now, interestingly enough, the 10 of Pentacles is the completion or the culmination. It's where you put your hands on the thing that you've worked for. The 9 of Pentacles is all about the hard work, the hard effort that you do in the background, but it's also the refinement. It's that process of what your ruler, Saturn represents, which is the process of refinement, which tends to see you having to work really hard or repetitively over something. That's what you're letting go of over the course of the summer. You're moving out of that sort of hard work phase and into that moment of pleasure and joy, and just enjoying the fruits of the labor that you have put into practice, which is fantastic. So Taurus, let's have a look, see what is it that you are welcoming in for this summer, and what is it that you are releasing or phasing out? So you're welcoming in the Knight of Pentacles, right? Look at this. The earth signs getting all the earth cards, which is lovely. So your Knight of Pentacles, this is all about slow and steady sustained growth. Try saying that when you've had a few. I'm actually going to do that one day. Slow, steady, sustained growth. The Knight of Pentacles is bringing you some big, not even a big culmination. It's not a big culmination. This is about you being on a specific journey, but this is about you seeing continual growth. This is about you seeing results, but on a consistent level. For Capricorn, it's going to be like some big payout or some big sort of moment. Whereas for you guys, it's just going to be this consistency that happens throughout the summer. Now, what I find really intriguing about this is the energy for the summer solstice itself, right? That kicks off that sort of summertime energy, or certainly sees us in the, heading into the height of it. Now, what I really like about this Knight of Pentacles for you is what you're welcoming in. It's more in the way of results. It's more about seeing tangible tangible results, but so whatever it is that shows up for you, especially around the solstice itself and around eclipse season, just know that it's kind of like a little bit. You're getting a little bit now, and you're going to get a continued stream of whatever it is that you're receiving, which is fantastic. The thing about the Knight of Pentacles, very determined energy, and you've got to be in it for the long haul. If you're looking for the quick fix or the fast payout, you're not going to get that, right? So as long as you're ready and willing to welcome in that slow, steady, sustained, hard-working growth, that's exactly what you will get, and you'll get a lot of it. And very often, that's the way that it works. It's kind of like you can take a payout from the studio, but if you take royalties, you're likely over a certain period, you're likely to get more than whatever the payout was that they offered you. As a really good example, the guy who was the kid that filmed the voice for Simba in The Lion King was offered 2 million as a flat payout, or 100 grand in royalties, and he took that, and he said over the time that it's been over the years, as he's grown up, he's made more than the 2 million. So sometimes it's about that delayed gratification. What you're releasing is the Page of Cups. So you might be happy to hear this, actually. Taurus, you are about to start getting out of your fields, right? This is no longer being in that sort of dreamy, sort of not really sure what's going on energy. That's phasing away for you now, and it sees you getting really real about what you think, about what you feel, and ultimately what your final goals are, or what that actually looks like to you. When you're letting go of the Page of Cups, you're letting go of that dreamy energy. You're letting go of that, I'm in my feelings, it's hard for me to do this, I can't do that, I'm feeling this, I'm feeling that. You're moving out of that energy and towards the Knight of Pentacles, right? So whatever you have dreamed up, whatever you have fantasized about, created, tried to manifest, you're seeing the results for it over the course of the summer, right, in that season. But the Page of Cups says that you're coming out of that planning, sort of dreamy manifesting stage now, and moving into the practical, tangible part of it, which is lovely. So Virgo, you mutable sign beauties. So the card of what you are welcoming in is the Knight of Swords. It's the complete opposite for you guys. Where things are going to be slowing down for Taurus, they are speeding up for you. The Knight of Swords tends to bring a lot of fast communication. I'm talking emails, I'm talking text messages, I'm talking invites. There could be a lot of this stuff for you over the summer. You might find that your schedule, that your roster, whatever your rota, all of it just tends to really speed up. Now, it does see you doing a lot of this stuff, and the beauty is, because you guys are ruled by Mercury, so you're naturally very quick anyway. But I have to say, because you're welcoming in the Knight of Swords, even for you, you might think, wow, this is a whirlwind, like it's a real fast pace of everything. The beauty of the Knight of Swords is, it gives you the strength and the courage to say what needs to be said. Maybe if there's any difficult conversations or things that you want to ask for that you might have felt like, I feel a bit away to ask for that. It's going to give you this energy of really being able to go after the things that you want and ask for what it is that you need. This is about you not holding yourself back in any way, shape or form, and just saying, no, you know what, this is what I want, this is what I need, what can you do to give it to me? So if you're looking for new work, if you're looking for a new job, if you're looking for collaboration, this is wide open for it. Now, because it is the Knight of Swords, there is a caveat. Sometimes it can see us doing things too fast. So the big question, because obviously we've got Mercury retrograde as well, so that makes sense, which will take place in the sign of Cancer this year, in the summer. So the question that you need to ask yourself is, when it comes to the collaborations that you're doing, or certainly providing a service for people, just make sure that you understand exactly what it is that they're asking for, and they understand exactly what it is that you're prepared to give. What you are releasing is the Eight of Wands, right? So this is interesting, because this is also a card of communications, emails, text messages, but this is communications at a distance. It does look like if you have your own business, your international client base could really grow over the summer. It does look like you might have to think about ways to interact more with your local community, or certainly bring whatever it is that you do to your local community. For those of you that are employed by an employer, you have a job, maybe you work for a company, or you freelance for somebody, it does look like there's going to be an increase in your work. And I think the big message here is that work, profession, all of that stuff is going to grow exponentially. But the feeling that I get from it is whatever you can delegate, whatever you can give out to somebody else, now it's time to do so. Whatever it is that you can release, it's definitely time to do so. The other thing with your Eight of Wands, it's about your personal power, right? So this is about, excuse me, about the actions that you choose to take that are going to increase your personal power, or where it is that you might have given that away. So your key to the summer season is the Devil card, which is an earth card as well, right? So what this is basically saying to you is, whatever it is that has either held you back, whatever it is that might have been an addictive pattern, whatever it is that may have felt like more of a burden than a blessing, it's time for you to release that now. The thing about the Devil card is it always shows up to remind you that actually you have the power in that situation, but nobody or anything, nothing or nobody else outside of yourself is going to free you from whatever it is that you have experienced or is a burden to you or you want to let go of. Whenever you see the Devil card, you have to get yourself out of it, right? It's like that moment when an addict finally says, you know what, I've got a problem and I need help. It's like that moment when the person that is in a bad relationship says, you know what, this is actually unhealthy and I think I want out. The Devil card always represents the feelings that you have just before you make that decision to break away from something, because it's those things that keep us chained, locked in, tied down. And this summer season is going to see all of you earth signs free yourself from something that has been a burden, maybe speaking some sort of truth, maybe stepping out into a different arena, maybe going in a different direction completely. But whatever it is, you are freeing and liberating yourself. But that Devil card is saying to you, if you want that freedom and liberation, you are going to have to stake your claim to it. It's not going to be handed to you. You have to take it. With that said, I wish you an abundance of all of that good stuff. Have a fantastic summer season. Let me know in the comments how it shapes up, how you feel about it. Take care, and I'll see you soon.